good, everybody? Welcome to the squad, Joe. It's the Virtual Man Cave podcast. It's the usual suspects, you know what I'm saying, minus a few who couldn't make it, who's not coming through tonight, but they might pop up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, let me introduce the crew, man. I got the Panamanian professor right there, the Luke Cage of the crew, the health and wellness guru, Arthur Sobers, the third Joe. Up next, I got the OG, triple OG D Rigger, aka Unk. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hold it down, man, as he always does. You know what I'm saying? Then we got my good brother Nate, the great, the MLB expert around here, yo. And last but not least, man, you got me, model citizen Jay from around the way, yo. What's good, fellas, man? How y'all feeling?
What's going on?
Chilling.
Man, nothing much. Another wonderful weekend, man. You know how we do. Quick shout out real quick to you know what I'm saying, superhero Leo, chef, you know what I'm saying, Troy the chef, aka the coach, and you know what I'm saying, the mayor Corey and shit, yo. Shout out to the brothers who might pull up, who, you know what I'm saying, or who may be outside tonight doing what they do, yo.
You gonna put that as the disclaimer?
Yeah, that's a disclaimer. They might be outside doing what they do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They might
Or you should say they ought to bring their monkey asses in here and come and be on the show with us so we can get everybody on the show.
I mean, you know,
Fine,
listen.
there's some. I
You know
know
we
Leo out
established
there saving lives and everything. I get it.
now, you know we
And not
established the
everybody
rule.
has a goddamn theme song or you need to be in here.
Nah, but you know we established the rule that as long as we got four, we can do the show. So you know, four more, you know, we good. It's the four horsemen, baby. You know, and
Like you said, he gonna pop up anyway, right?
yeah, as you can see, we all dressed in black. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know, sync like that. You know, whenever Arthur come back. But
Bars.
We will be able to see him. It's too dark out there, my day. What
there you go, dressed
is
in
that
all
him?
black. Yeah, that's him. You see his beard, right?
Oh, that was his beard. It look like a goddamn. Yeah. That
Yo,
boy look like one of those little marionettes over there with that little head
before
and them little. What's going
before we get the
on?
show, before we get the show started with our first topic, yo, I think it's kind of dope and kind of convenient that it's us four right now, and all three of you guys have your own show on the Virtual Man Cave channel. So I think it's only right that you know we start off with you, Unc, man. Tell the people, you know what I'm saying, the time where we can find your show, what goes on, what we talking about, man.
All right, so on Mondays around 9 or whenever we can find some time, it's D Rigger presents Moments
Weird
with
up.
Unc. So 9 o'clock, come on in, talk about a couple things. It's just basically me rapping with Jay, talking about whoever shows up and go in there. We got a couple of topics that we talk about,
You
get
know,
to drop a little life advice on y'all
OG gives
and
us his life
hopefully hear some
experience.
questions and stuff so we can ask some pretty lead-in things. You know what I'm saying? But it is called Moments with Unc on Monday nights.
Yeah. So please tap in and tune into that show, man. You know, the triple OG.
Please.
He's been around the world, you know what I'm saying? I would say
Aye, aye, aye.
I can't even joke, you know what I'm saying? I would say I've been around the block a few times, but Unc been around the world. So he got that life experience, and it's just a wonderful show. So he can give you his perspective on life and how to govern yourself and how to just, you know, be well, man. And then we know up next, man, your author, man. We had your first show last week. Can you tell the people about your show and what we do on your platform?
So basically, that's what's up. Tuesday nights, health and wellness with Arthur Sobers third and basement workouts 10-12, fitness tips, nutrition tips, exercise tips, just run it down for you. Tune in, like and subscribe, ask questions, I'll answer them for you.
Word, man. Like we don't joke around when we talk about that author is the health and wellness guru of the crew and stuff. Like he does actively work out, you know, and just by doing the show last week, I'm not gonna lie. I went back to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Arms is kind of sore right now, shoulders is kind of sore. I was telling him behind the scenes that I really don't like him right now because like my shoulder is like it's sore right here. Last but definitely not least, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Nate the Great, man. Can you put people on what we got going on your platform and what we do, yo?
Yeah, so Thursdays or Fridays, mostly Friday nights lately. I do a recap of Major League Baseball, give a rundown of everything that's happened in baseball from the previous week, along with upcoming games, stats. Also, give out whether it's acknowledgments of certain players. Just got to give you everything a little bit of insight more about baseball and what's going on out there in the baseball world. I'm always unbiased. While I am a Yankee fan, there is no hometown allegiance when I'm talking about baseball. I talk about the sport in general as a whole. Try to give you a better insight. If maybe you've never been a baseball fan and never thought about watching it, try to give you a little something to tune into. So hopefully you tune in. Hopefully you like something about it. Maybe make you want to tune into a baseball game in your local neighborhood or wherever you live at. You might want to check out whether it's Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, or the women's professional softball league, whichever one. Hopefully that anything I give you, and also provide training videos as well to help you out if maybe you got kids that's playing, and hopefully something to come up there and stick with you and be able to help you out if you are interested in the sport of baseball.
Yeah, man, it's like a wonderful show. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, that's why we call him MLB Nate the Great, yo, because that show is very informative. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure that you are well up to date on what's been happening, what's going on with trades, injuries, and it's just a well informed sports show about baseball, yo. So again, man, that is Monday nights. We got D Rigger presents moments with Unc. You know what I'm saying? Then on Tuesdays at about 9:30, Eastern Standard Time, we have Arthur Sober's Health and Wellness, fitness podcast. Then on Thursdays, again, like Nate just mentioned, Joe, but sometimes, we do it on Fridays. It is the MLB weekly rundown with Nate the Great, yo. So again, the virtual man cave is a network, a channel, a platform to where we just cover diverse things because collectively we do the show every Saturday with the crew, with the gang, the squad, and our personalities are so dope that we had to branch off and do our own individual spinoffs. Coming soon at a later date and time, me and Leo will have our own show called The Breakdown, where we pretty much just go watch a couple of videos and just give you our ideas and topics and opinions on what we think that we see on the Matrix and stuff like that. So it's going to be definitely interesting because we are both interested, opinionated individuals. Sometimes we stand on the same side of the fence and can agree, and sometimes we just stand on the other side of the fence and argue, yo, in a respectful way. So yeah, that's what we got going on, man. Thank you for listening to that. Please like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell, yo. Let's run up them numbers, yo. All right. So now that we got that out the way, yo, the first topic, yo, Gilbert Arenas. Matter of fact, I can't even do that. I'm sorry. We're gonna run that back. It'd be mad disrespectful if I don't start the show off this way. R.I.P. to Malcolm Jamal Warner, yo. You know what I'm saying? That is a major figure in all of our, in my childhood, and I'm pretty sure in all of our lives. Watching him grow as an individual, as an artist. He was America's sibling as Theo on the Cosby Show. Um, as a young black male, just watching him, on that screen, you know, the things that they portrayed in that sitcom was our everyday life, yo. And I love how they portrayed not only the family, the Huxtables, but I love how they portrayed Theo. He wasn't a thug, he wasn't a gangster, he was just a regular kid, man. He was just chill, man. He grew. They was in Brooklyn. They was chill. They was cool. You know what I mean? So that's my personal experience. Again, I used to love the show Malcolm and Eddie. He was more than just the actor Theo. He was also a musician, a poet, an activist, a father, a husband. Um, but for me,
Grandfather.
a grandfather. But for me personally, you know, the character Theo just resonated with me so much because that was a part of my childhood. And just rest in peace to the brother and his family. Um, do you guys have anything you want to say? Anything you want to share on, your thoughts, memories, um, about Mr. Michael Jamal Warner?
I already said mine on the show.
Yeah, you said it on
Um,
your show, but say it on this show, man.
oh, okay.
You hit us
I'll
with the
say
clip.
what I
Hit
said
us with the
over
clip
there,
note.
which was, you know, hopefully he's resting in peace. And we lost we like you said, we lost truly a brother. Um and the fact that this guy grew up in the age where you now see a lot of the child actors that we've seen in our time, they've struggled very hard. They've had some very hard lives, but Malcolm has really thrived not only in his career but in his in his own personal journey. And being friends with being friends with a guy who is his cousin through marriage and knowing him, it's kind of hard to imagine what kind of pain his family has to go through hearing him go through all this stuff. So I again, condolences to go out to the whole Warner family and to those that are tied to him, whatever face, facet of the time that he's been here. Um, Condolences to y'all too, and we really did lose a good. We lost a good brother, yo. We lost a really good brother, and I hope he's always going to be remembered for how much he used to be able to give us a lot of happiness by portraying somebody who we would think all the time would be a cool person to have as a brother, or a sibling. So that's all I got to say.
What about you, Nate? What are your thoughts about Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Yeah, I kind of I'm kind of summarize it all up. Growing up, in New York, and I don't want to make it just based on geography in New York, but I know this the show is based out of. But I will say, just from where I lived at, it is kind of like, he was just a regular kid, like he was saying, like, because every kid, even though some of us growing up in the hood, every single kid wasn't growing up with, hardships or had to live where, they put their lights was cut out or they had to go out there and hustle and everything. Some of us, even in those in climates and environments we lived in, our families was able to make it a life where, you was able to just kind of go to school, and kind of live a kid life. Even though you may have seen some things, seen some experiences over the years, you still, you didn't fall victim to your product. You didn't become a product of your environment. Not saying that if you're a product of your environment that you're a bad person, but you just show that you don't have to play the stereotype type of person as of color to be in order to play a certain role. You were just regular kid going through the same stuff that everybody else went through. Whether it was girls or certain things in school. Sometimes they try to always sensationalize like how certain people live or certain things, but a lot of times a lot of us grew up regular, just like how Theo was, just going to school and worrying about school and other stuff, and nothing had to do with anything outside of that, like gangs or anything like that. So it's unfortunate we lost somebody that important, and especially in our culture, that soon. So rest in peace to him and his family, and condolences to his entire family as they grieve the loss of a loved one.
Right on. Art, can you shed some light, some insight, in your thoughts
Um,
about this
I
situation?
mean, I mean, they Nate and pretty much said it all. But for the first part of my life, I was Theo. You know what I'm saying? Two successful parents. You know, just basically a regular type kid. Just trying to live life, trying to figure life out. You know what I'm saying? As a teenage boy. Um, but the one episode that stood out to me was when he got his ear pierced and he's trying to hide it from his pops. You know what I'm saying? So I actually went through that. You know what I'm saying? So and that's for real. I went through that for real, for real. Not to that, not exactly like that, not to that example, but I'll say this: I have not, since his passing, I have not been able to bring myself to watch any clips of him. Right? You know, um, it was like my TV big brother. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's tough, man. Again, we lost him too soon. We always lose the good ones too soon.
And
So
before we move on, I just want to give a rundown of all the shows that he starred in. So of course we know the Cosby Show. And then we have the resident, Malcolm and Eddie, Suits, A Different World, Read Between the Lines, Sneaky Pete, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Alert, Missing People, Missing Persons Unit, 911, Sons of Anarchy, Jeremiah, The Magic School Bus, Major Crimes, Accused, Sherry, Listen Up, Here and Now, American Crime Story, 10 Days in the Valley, The Wonder Years, the updated version, the remake, Lethal Weapon,
The
Special
TV show.
yeah, the TV show, Special Agent Oso, Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, One to Grow On, um, Oliver Forever, and many, many more, yo. Like, and the list goes on. And let's not forget that he was also a musician as well. You know, a very good musician. You know what I'm saying? Not just somebody who says, "Yeah, I'm an actor," you know, and I play music. No, he's nice.
Making rounds. Yeah.
Okay. So again, before we close out, just a little RIP to to Malcolm Jamal Warner. We hope that his family finds some peace, in knowing that he is beloved by the world, not only just by his family, because I know they miss him a lot, but just know that we love him as well, and we understand your pain. All right. Now, talking about Gilbert Arenas got arrested for allegedly running an illegal gambling business. What do y'all thoughts on that, man?
Man, listen, how stupid can you be? I'm gonna keep it 100. How dumb can you be? He's still getting paid from the Wizards in his contract. I don't know how much money his podcast making, but I'm pretty sure he ain't broke. I mean, why you making legit money? Why would you risk it by doing something illegal? And just why?
Now,
In this day and age, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, okay, I understand, but in this day and age, I mean, I don't know his financial situation, but I can't imagine he hurting for money. So why would you risk it?
from what I understand is that he had nothing to do with it. He just rented the house, and he didn't know, anything that was going on. He wasn't staying there, but the fact that his name was on the rental, obviously, they're gonna come after you first for being, responsible, because you're the one with the name on, the name on a dotted line on the lease, for the rental. But yeah, I definitely do think that even if he's, just like you said, you just leasing it, if that's the name, or you renting it out, you should know what's going on in the caliber and the character of people that you have, staying there, if you're not going to stay there, if you're renting it for somebody else. But Nate, what are your thoughts on this though?
Um, I was thinking like so. It's kind of like it sound like almost. It's I ain't gonna call it the same situation because he was doing something completely different. But you almost like almost a Michael Vick type where you had a bunch of people doing something in the house that was under your name, but they were doing some other stuff in there. Now you're out here taking the fall for it.
Right.
And I mean, you would think that you would learn after that time, about certain things that are going on. It was illegal too. At the fact, I mean, yeah, his podcast. I'm his podcast on the underdog. They've been doing pretty well on the underdog. They're sponsored with them, so they may be making some good money. So it's kind of surprising for him to be in that because especially after sometimes I do watch the Gills Arena with sometimes, and I see how he was talking about certain players now that have just gotten under been falling for the that been caught up with those fantasy betting. I mean those betting scandals like Malik
Yeah.
Beasley and a whole lot of other players that have been caught up in the same thing. And now you're caught up in something similar to it. So it was kind of shocking that you would catch that he would fall under that. But he did get out on bail, so we'll see if anything actually sticks with him. But you realize that with your name, who's gonna go first? Everybody that whoever else was in that house or whatever, who you think names who's the bigger name out of them? You are.
Exactly.
You gotta think better than that.
You got to think of your brand. Um,
But
Let me
but
ask
you
you.
see how he's behaving. He's been out already. He's been on his podcast. And I mean, he's cracking jokes and everything about the whole situation right
I was
now.
just about to ask you. So that was my next question. What do you guys think about him and Swaggy P? cracking jokes, about the situation, making light of it, as if like you're out on bail. So that means doesn't mean you're innocent. That means they're still investigating. It's just that you're free. You're still gonna have to go to court, and you're still gonna have legal fees and whatnot. Um, but before you guys answer that question, what are your thoughts about Gilbert Arenas, getting arrested for allegedly running the illegal gambling business?
I, I think Gilbert Arenas, for as talented as a young man as he is, and to have all the stuff that he has going for him, it's kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of ridiculous. Um, Remember, he was the one that got in there. I don't know if you mentioned it, Nate, about he was the one that got into this stuff with Crittenton when he was on the Lakers. You know,
No, he was on the Wizards when that
He
happened.
was on the
oh, and the
Wizards with
Wizards. I'm sorry, the Wizards. Yeah, Crittenton came from the Lakers and went over to
Yeah,
him. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Javaris Critton.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. I didn't
Crittenden.
hear. I don't know if you mentioned it. I didn't hear if you mentioned it or not. But that. I mean, he already does ridiculous things. I understand Gilbert Arenas is a very talented basketball player, but sometimes, bro, like you said, Nate, I just don't think that they make the wisest of the wisest of decisions and the things that they do. And they really seem far off of being aware of common sense shit that would get them into trouble, like working with this kind of stuff. It might sound good, but again, I don't know how it's being presented to them. I don't know if they caught him on the woo woo. I don't know what it is, but again, I don't fancy. And he talks basketball really good, but he doesn't. I don't fancy him for somebody that I would pay much attention to for anything other than being a fucking idiot. You know, I'm sorry. It's just you got a whole lot of money. You do podcast. You're seen in a lot of venues, and you're seen in a lot of different areas. Why would you put yourself in that kind of situation? You think that it wouldn't get talked about if it's if it fails? That's
And
ridiculous, bro.
honestly, despite despite his character or his antics on the podcast, he is very knowledgeable about basketball. He knows what he's talking
I
about when
ain't
he
taking
says
none away, but I feel bad because I
like
like hearing him talk. He's not. It's
exactly
not like yeah. It's not like a
he
lot of
knows
the
what
stuff
he
that he
knows
says is
exactly what
bad,
he's
right?
talking about, man. Like a lot of times when he's saying something about the game, he's not off. You may not
He,
like his delivery. It's like Dame Dash. You may not like Dame Dash delivery, but what he be saying a lot of times he be spitting facts, yo. you know. So you may not like Gilbert Arenas, but when he be talking about about players and game time situations, listen,
he was
he
out there. He was balling with the
yeah.
best of them, yo. He really was
Wait,
that
wait,
kind of
not
dude. So
even
I
you
give him
can't even
props.
say balling with the best of them. He was killing the best of them.
I'm
He
saying
was he was
so.
he was
He
in the
was
top.
killing.
He was top tier. He was top
He was
tier.
Yeah.
killing the best of
Yep.
them.
So again, I mean, I think it was just a
Um,
lack of self control that got him
so
where he is today, being where he's at. And it's still a
so
lack of self control that
let
has him
me
doing the shit that he's doing right
let
now.
me
That's why he got caught up.
So now the second to what I was saying before, I just wanted you to answer the original question. What are you guys thinking about him and Swaggy P again, laughing about making light of it, making jokes of it, of him getting arrested and whatnot? And
That's to me. That amplifies the stupidity.
And it also signifies another thing that people with money feel like they can laugh their way out of anything, bro. They're that high strung that it's not really important to what's going on. I mean, I don't know what they feel like or if they got kids or whatever, but the crap like that looks like a really you don't want to be portrayed in that light because it's gonna come back and haunt you. And I think that, like you said, I think the kids follow right behind suit, and that's the worst of it.
so
Don't Gilbert
I
got he
don't
got like
know.
four kids, right? He got like four kids,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and I hear you, Unc, but I don't know about that part. His son Elijah, who was just in the McDonald's All American, I don't know. He seems to have a level head, so he might not necessarily be exactly like his dad.
I would
He
not,
looks like he.
and look, I don't want to make it sound like that's everybody because I do. It's a generalization if it happens. So you right, Nate. I didn't mean to make it sound like he's a bad kid and because his dad is a complete butt crack. But I will say that it is usually like father like kids because that's what they follow behind. So we're lucky that he isn't. And you're right, and I feel bad for him because he did hurt his knee. So I hope he gets better and he's able to come back quicker, better, faster. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
he had that car accident when they had to put him in the. I think he might have been in an induced coma for a partial time, but he came out of it because he had that bad
Uh,
car accident. Um, but that's their relationship. Gil and Swaggy, because Gil's always been like the big brother, and I've watched their podcast. I see sometimes like they joked about Swaggy, about him. Gil always telling him about the information on
that
him.
was game time, wasn't it? How much playing time he got during the championships, this mess?
Now
That
they joke
too, and then
they joke about
they clowned about that too.
how Gilbert was a bad veteran,
Influence,
a bad
yeah,
influence, a bad veteran to him and stuff like that and whatnot. But now they definitely have a big bro, little bro type of relationship, and it shows on the
yeah,
podcast. Um, I just find I don't think it's good that if you're in in a federal case, it's not like this is the state. These are the feds, the FBI. I don't think it's a good look to be laughing and joking on your podcast about the situation. And it doesn't matter if you have nothing to be involved in. Just respect the FBI and what they do, and don't be laughing and nothing like that. Because I don't think they would appreciate that.
Fuck them.
Oh, disclaimer: the words and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the speaker only and do not represent any entities other than that. With that being
U.S. Air
said,
Force. I got rights, nigga. I'm U.S. Air Force. I can talk. We got this is the fourth. We not talking bad about them. We just letting it be known, baby. They need to act better anyway. So it's all good.
okay, that's all right. That's why I put the disclaimer out there, man. That's how you
Good
feel.
for the disclaimer. He said they
That's how
come to get my ass, right? They gonna get you, D.
I mean, pretty much. They're not
Ass under ice.
they not
They gonna have
bothering
my
you.
ass
Yo.
to alligator Alcatraz. It's all good.
You said what? You going to Alcatraz?
Alligator Alcatraz.
I don't
Out
even know
there
what
in
that.
that damn Florida. Florida. FLAWWWDA. Florida.
Florida. That's the first time I heard that one.
That's where it is. That's what it is.
Okay, I thought it was Florida.
Florida. So you said it, you almost said it right. You almost got it. But I can't expect you to have an accent. You from way up there in the northern boonies.
Yeah, I'm from New York, yo. What you
Oh,
expect?
you ain't no New York. You ain't got no New York accent.
Okay.
You sound like you from you know what, Jay? I really just thought about it. Your ass sound like you from Jersey.
oh,
Damn.
the disrespect.
Wow.
Yeah, so Unc had to go tonight. You know what I'm saying? He can't be on the show. Unc can't be on the show, so it's just gonna be the three of us. We're gonna run a three-man weave. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
That's dirty.
Hey, Unc, how
That's
you feeling?
dirty. That's
Nah,
dirty.
you talking about I'm from Jersey, man. I was born and raised in Queens, man. Don't ever do that, man. Come
The
on.
disrespect is terrible.
Listen,
My
you know
bad,
what?
Jay. My bad, man.
You know what? Yo, you say
Man,
that.
yo.
You keep saying that, son. Look, I got my bodyguard. He's practicing right now to get better, yo.
My
All right,
bad.
you check out my little man, son. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. Use your legs more. 1, 2, 3. Quiet. Good. Now come up with a hook and add the right hand. Good. Then you're gonna get caught. Put it together. Come on. Yup. 6-3-2. Good. Now put it together. Keep them hands right. 6. Good. Then stop. Hook right hand. Good. Now put. Oh, let's do it then. Let me see. You ready for it? Let's go. Uh. Uh. Uh.
All right, hold on.
Good. And I want a 2 afterward instead
Watch
of the
this too.
stab
You
off.
ask him.
2 on it. Yeah, put the 2 on it. So after you slip rolling, that 2 is right there. Good. Now put it all the way together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go to the body. Come up and catch. All right. Stop putting both hands up when you catch 2. There you go. Slip. 1 more. 1 more 2. Speed. 1 more 2. Hook right hand. Come on. Roll 2 for 2. Come on. Oh. 1. 1, 2. Pull rolling. Let's get money. 6. Slip. Roll. Oh. 1. 1, 2. Go to the body. Come up top of the right hand. 1. Now you're gonna catch the combination. Put it together.
Put together. Bad boy, bad. That's the future right there, baby. Oh, I could
Now,
watch that all day, boy. He was doing his thing.
you wanted us to share that video. That was something that was important to you. How important do you think? And Arthur, we gonna swing this question to you next. How important do you think right now, to learn that discipline, that hand-eye coordination, and everything that he's doing for that young man? How important is these skill sets are going to be able to transfer into not only just being able to be in a good box and having a good foundation, but just in life in general?
I want you to recognize the one thing that this kid has. He really has the intelligence to listen to what was being, and he has the patience to follow everything. But it's quick. You can you can see him already picturing what he has to do once he's being told, and he's listening. Notice where his eyes are. His eyes are directly into his man's eyes. He's staring at him and he's hearing him tell him, and he's picturing what he's telling him so that he can execute what it is that he's got to do. That takes mad discipline. That takes a level of discipline that a lot of people really don't have and should have. And it's just more fun. It's not because he's learning a combative sport, but he's learning how to put things together in his mind so that he can move off and do certain things. You can see that he is even so happy about getting a rhythm as he's punching my man, going to the pop, going to the bottom. You can actually see how much he enjoys, and he's just catching up to everything that he's doing. Takes a little bit of discipline, takes a lot of head games to, not head games, but more or less getting your mind right to do what you got to do, what you're being asked to do. And I love the concentration, and I love the dedication that his trainer has given him, to enough that he can talk to him at his age. And he couldn't have been more than, I wouldn't give that little boy 8 years old. I think I'm being generous. I don't know. He could have been 6, but it also shows you how well his mind is being developed to do things in that kind of classic combinations and keep running it back with only a 2 or 3 or 4 second lap of time in there before he's back able to go do it again and remember the next thing that he was being told to do. It takes a lot of dedication, and it takes a whole lot of practice to be in that mode. But it's proved now that even little kids can do it. And it bothers me that a lot of people don't know how to put things together in their minds as
So,
fast as what this kid
so
was
Art,
doing. So that's what I
let
like.
me let me ask you, Art, what how do you think this skill set will help transfer, into his other areas of his life, yo? What up, Troy?
It's
What's good, Coach? What up, Chef?
Good.
What's going on? So, to me, it's focus, man. If he can focus on that, when life hits you, or whenever he sets a goal, he already knows how to focus because it's already there. You know what I'm saying? You could just tap in it, and this is what I like about sports so much. Sports teaches you how to overcome adversity and how to mentally adjust to life. You see what I'm saying? So if he's being taught this at this young age, when life hits him, when life he's gonna know how to focus and keep his eye on the prize, keep his eye on that goal. So I think it's real good, real good.
That's what's up. Nate, let me ask you more, not about the kid's skill set. What was your thoughts about how his trainer, his coach, was speaking to him? Because a lot of times, you've been a coach, you've been around coaches, and you've seen how kids are coached. What are your thoughts on the way the trainer was speaking to him?
I mean, I thought it was good for what he was doing. I mean, it all depends on what you're coaching and who you're coaching. Sometimes, I mean, some people, coach a certain way and it works for everyone, but sometimes it don't. Sometimes you gotta know who you're coaching and know how to be able to relate the information back to them. Because sometimes you can do it one way and it goes in one ear and out the other ear. So I mean, it all depends. Sometimes the person that you're training or coaching or whatever just doesn't want to listen. And that's something that's out of your control. But coaching is all about understanding who you're coaching. I think some of it. I ain't gonna say because I haven't coached in a long time. Other people, some of y'all have coached sooner than I have. But like, it's about who you're coaching. Understanding how to be able to relate to them or be able to get through to them to understand that they need to do this. There's certain things they need to do to be able to make them better than what they are. So I like I said, I haven't coached in a long time, so how my methods of working and coaching might be different than what it is nowadays. But I think it's a lot of it has to do with not only just how you coach, but also making it relate or making that person that you're coaching understand exactly what you're trying to get out of them.
Okay. I mean, I do believe that the way he was speaking to the young men and stuff like that, helping him, coaching them, telling him about the drills, and speaking of motivating him was very was a good way to speak to 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 a young athlete. You know, you was making him accountable, and you was making him work to move up and keep leveling up, keep putting pressure on him. But you was doing it in a way that was uplifting his spirit and confidence and whatnot. You was speaking life into him while you was encouraging him, supporting him, um, going through the drills and whatnot. Um, yeah, so that was a dope video. Thank you for sharing that, putting us on to it, man. Anything, it's always good to see our children being motivated and being loved and supported in the passion sport and learning the life how to defend himself and defend his loved ones. Because I think that's the right that everybody should have. Up next though, man, this is an interesting video right here. I'm gonna share it. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are, yo.
He's good. He's good.
P0670 P0618.
So if y'all seen in the video, it was in Suffolk County, New York. A canine gets out of the car after they left the car door open, and it goes after people in the streets. It started chasing people, and as you've seen in the video, it attacked one young lady. It didn't bite her, but it bit her jacket. God bless that it didn't break her skin or anything. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts on that, man? Like,
That canine officer needs to be suspended, and he should not be able to handle a canine because it was irresponsible handling of that canine.
Yo, they said it was accidentally left open.
yeah,
Again, when
No,
you again, he needs to be suspended, the officer, and he needs to lose his canine privileges.
ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Now,
No, the
Ain't no
canine
way.
needs to be
I'm
put
not
down.
even. I'm not even going with the. Oh, he accidentally left it open. No, bro. That you
No,
was just wanting that.
well,
You was hoping he'd get somebody.
what tips? I mean, Troy made a good point too, but I'm just speaking from the officer's standpoint. You That
the
door needs to
dog
be
is
closed at all
officer
time.
too.
Why did you even open the door? What was the door
Which
open
is
for?
oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You got out while you leave it open. That's right.
But
Hmm.
then the
So
canine was not properly trained for to attack people like that. It ain't properly trained. He need to be put down.
That's probably true too, but I
Nah,
don't. But I
he don't
wouldn't
need to be
say
put
all
down,
that
but
either,
he
though.
need proper
I mean,
training.
Yeah.
it's the wild of the situation, and they gonna come after. They just gonna if you ain't got on a blue a blue suit, it ain't gonna mess with you, but it's gonna hit everybody or anything else. So I think he left the door open. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like the way that sound. I
I
don't
mean,
like the
he did
way
leave
it's
the door.
played out,
No,
but
he
I
did
think
leave
he
the
did it
door
on
open. Right?
purpose.
Yeah, no, it's known because in the beginning of the video, which they didn't show, the door was ajar, and the dog kind of just like hit it. He hit the door, jumped out, and started. He chased he chased one dude around a tree, whatever, and then he just latched on that young lady, and he grabbed onto her coat. Good thing he didn't bite her back because he would took her whole shoulder blade. Um, but again, I do agree with y'all though. Like the dog needs to go back to training, get properly trained, and that the own and the officer he doesn't need to be on the canine unit anymore because he should be able to control your dog at a command. That is why you spend that much time with your dog. Like your dog goes home with
But did
you.
he? But I didn't see the video. I ain't gonna lie. But did he have a chance to give a dog a command to stop?
They always do. I've
I'm
worked.
asking you in the video. Did he have a chance, or did the dog already start attacking people? Did he get a
Well,
chance to
the
give a
dog
command?
the dog already came out and started chasing people. But even
Hmm.
as the dog is doing that, you're still your
Yeah, it should
voice
be a
in your
voice command to
command
get him off.
is
Yeah,
automatically.
That's what I'm asking you. Did he have a
yeah.
chance
He
to
did.
say, "Hey," or give the code word to stop?
Yeah, he did. As soon as the dog got out and started running, he had that opportunity to say it. And
Okay.
even when the dog latched on to the girl's coat, like he was still saying it. Like you can't hear him saying, but at that point he's saying it. But it took two
Repeating
officers and
yourself.
another
Yeah.
one to literally push the girl off. You know what I mean?
Oh, so the dog ain't properly trained
The dog ain't
Yeah.
properly
Yeah.
trained. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that as
yeah, the
well.
dog, yeah, he's not
because
trained because
after he said it one time, the dog should have stopped. A properly
Right,
trained
yeah,
dog would have
exactly,
stopped.
Troy. You're right, Troy. You're absolutely right. He
yeah.
should have. It's at least looked or you know, in its tracks, it would have just slowed down for a second before it did anything. So yes, you're right.
Now, this next one, I don't know if it's true or not, but I definitely do it. I think it's funny. I think we'll get a laugh out of it if it is true. And if it ain't true, hey man, it's the virtual man cave, man. We still get to laugh about it. It's what we do, man. Trump says he won't pardon Diddy because he didn't support him while he was running for president.
Really?
Yeah, I
take
don't know if
take
this
that,
is
take that,
true.
take that.
I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
take
true
that,
news.
huh? That's
I
what he
can't
said.
say.
Hey, did he? You do take that, take that.
I can't
Well, I
say.
mean, you gotta expect that from Trump. If it's not true, if it's true, you gotta expect that. If he ain't support him, why pardon him? I mean, it makes sense. To be
Take that,
honest,
take that.
like why would you?
Because
Well,
the
I mean,
black people love
I mean,
me.
that's a question. That's a question to any of y'all. Would any of y'all support somebody who ain't support you?
No,
Hell no.
All right,
No,
then. So, question answered. The fuck?
not at all.
I got one thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Take that, take that, take that.
That's all you
Mm.
can say. That's it. You gone.
That was three things, Arthur.
That was one thing. It was just one thing in three places. That's all.
I mean, it pretty much sums it up. If you don't support me, I don't support you. That's it.
Yo, but do you think that Diddy really thought, if this is true, that Diddy thought like, yo, Trump was gonna give me a pardon, yo.
No, of course he didn't. I mean,
No,
come on. If you know you don't support somebody, you should automatically not expect that person to
Hey,
support you, bro.
yeah.
let me tell you this though. The only thing I would say is he might be a little surprised because when Diddy got acquitted for the racketeering charges, he turned around to his family and said, "I'm coming home." So he probably thought he was coming home. Either he was going to get bail or he was going to get pardoned. So
I don't think he was gonna get pardoned. He thought he was gonna get bail, and when the bail got denied, that's when he was like, "Fuck." But I don't. He never thought he was gonna get pardoned, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because just
Yeah.
like the Epstein files, all of a sudden that shit is gone, right?
yeah, all of a sudden ain't no
It's
Epstein files no
amazing.
more.
It's amazing what white rich people could do. Amazing,
Exactly, Troy.
amazing.
So
Exactly.
so this is what Trump actually said. He was on a he was being interviewed on Newsmax. I guess that is a Fox 5 network or
Yeah.
something like that. And the guy asked him, Sean Diddy Combs, would you consider pardoning him? Trump goes, well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent. Probably. I was very friendly with him, but when I ran for office, he was very hostile and it's hard. So I don't know. It's more difficult. The guy asked again, so more likely a no? Trump said, yeah, I would say so. So he didn't officially say no, but he's leaning towards
Nigga,
towards
that's an absolute no. That's white people no.
I can't even laugh at that. That's a good answer, Troy. That the white people
No,
know.
it
That's
is. That's
right.
a white
I,
people.
That's
That's
right.
a white people definite
I
no.
agree with you, Troy. I agree
I'm
100%
I'm
with you.
la- only reason why I was laughing because Troy is absolutely right, yo.
No, I
No,
get it. I get it.
because
But I just
the
I don't
thing
I
is, let me
to
say,
make light
I
of
hope
it.
we don't
Yeah.
get canceled, but the thing with white people, they like to say things that are
Like who?
definite nicely.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Troy? I didn't hear you.
Passive aggressive.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
They
aggressive.
want to say shit that they know they're not gonna do nicely in a nice way. He just said no in a nice way.
Hmm.
Yeah, he said a politically correct no.
And the way he spoke longer about it meant fuck no.
Yeah, yeah, right. I'm almost done with talking about this phase too. What else you got? Let's talk about something else.
Hmm.
You really
All
got to
right.
talk about Diddy. Diddy didn't do nothing for me, and I don't know. I can let him out, but I don't think I will. But
I would say
I'll
no.
think about it, and then he gonna
It
give me
was
And
give me
and
something.
it was
and he was
partially
never
innocent.
invited to none of the oil parties. So of course it's no.
I don't think Trump wanted to be at none of the white parties, yo.
I think he
Yeah, he
did.
did. He
Yeah, he
did.
did.
He did.
He
Yeah, he
did.
did.
If you
I
go to
think
an
he did.
Epstein party, if you go to Epstein
You
party,
want
you're
to
going to a Diddy party,
you,
bro.
you want to be at a Diddy exactly. It's the same type of party.
Okay, my bad, my bad. But yo, your man Big Worm, man, Faison Love is facing felony charges for an attack in a hotel
Man,
worker.
fuck Big Worm. Why we talking about this nigga?
The big worm is
Really?
crashing,
This not
yo.
even news.
The
This is
big
not even
worm is
news
crashing,
for
yo.
us to
This
be
nigga
talking
having a
about,
bad
bro.
life.
This is not even big enough for us to even talking about, bro. Why are we talking about this nigga?
Oh, that's dirty. You don't want to talk about Big
You don't
Worm
want to talk about Big
I
crashing
Worm?
out.
I
Okay,
look.
That's
okay.
I'm
why
gonna.
Big Worm is
I
crashing out
want to see.
now.
I want to see what's worthy of talking about him. Say what y'all gonna say about it. I just want to see. Go
Well,
ahead.
to talk about it,
Mhm.
well, right now, actor Faison Love is facing felony assault charges in San Diego after allegedly attacking a hotel employee with a credit card reader. Prosecutors have charged Love with
Nigga
a
was
felony
gonna beat
assault
him
with
to
a
death with
deadly
a Visa
weapon,
card reader. That's
including a
crazy.
special allegation of inflicting great bodily harm. He has pleaded not guilty. A judge found sufficient probable cause for the charges and immediately arraigned Love. His trial is scheduled for January, and he faces up to 7 years in prison if convicted.
Next. I don't care. I
I
really
don't
don't.
care either. The nigga been fucking up for a while, bro.
Yeah. So what you think? You think this is the final straw? Because he's been getting in trouble with the law a lot late, within the past few years. You think he going to jail on this one?
I think I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Next.
You'd have been better talking about Hulk Hogan than talking about that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just being honest. Next.
So
Yeah, let's talk about Hogan. Or we ain't talk about why we ain't talk about Hogan, nigga? Like what the fuck?
why would you want to talk about Hogan?
Because I want to. I want to see what we gonna talk about. I want to talk about Iron Sheik giving them the motherfucking stretch in fucking heaven, nigga.
all right, so let's talk about Hogan, yo.
Oh man, that's woo boy.
All right.
Talk
So
about
I'm gonna set it
But
off.
out in
I'm gonna
heaven.
set it off. I'm gonna set it
Go
off
ahead,
while I'm
Troy.
in here. Okay. How do y'all feel when he passed?
Who?
It's I was a Hulkamaniac growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I mean, it's tough, man. You know, when we heard that racist rant, it's like, wow. You know, I'm not gonna speak ill of the dead, but at the same time, I'm not really shedding a tear. You
And
know
that's
what I'm
fair
saying?
because that's exactly how you feel is exactly how I feel. Like I'm not
yeah,
going to speak ill of the dead, but I really didn't shed a tear at all,
it
at
wasn't.
all. And it's sad because it's because of the racist rants is the reason why. Because like, okay, as a kid, I had to look at it differently. As a kid, yeah, I was like Hogan, I fell for all that shit. I'm a real American and all that shit.
Yeah, I did too. I did
I
too.
was a fan of No Holds Barred and all that shit.
Yep.
Like, I rooted for him against. I rooted for him against fucking a black nigga. I rooted for him to beat Zeus,
Hey,
right?
no, not even Zeus. Remember Bad News Brown in
Uh,
WrestleMania?
yeah,
I rooted for him against Bad News Brown in WrestleMania.
exactly. And I rooted for him against Zeus in the movie. And now
Yeah,
I'm like, now as an adult, I wish Zeus fucking threw him through the ring. I'm just being 100. You know what I mean? I'm just
Oh
being 100.
man,
I wish I could watch that movie and there's a different outcome. I wish Zeus was beating on his chest and just threw him through that fucking ring. Remember when the shit sank? You remember
yeah,
when the ring
yep,
sank into the ground?
yep.
I wish he threw him through that shit and he just fucking sank. But I'm gonna digress. I'm gonna let y'all talk.
I'm done. I said what I needed to
I
say.
mean, I think everybody said it best, yo. We all grew up watching Hulk Hogan. We was all Hulkamaniacs doing the push-ups, saying our prayers, yo, ripping t-shirts and stuff like that, talking about we got the 24-inch pythons. You know what I mean? Talking about I'm a real American and everything, yo. But then when he came out with those racist rants, it was like, oh, all right, cool, we adults now. So yeah, you cancel. I'm not gonna rock with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
go ahead, Jay. I'm on my way.
Nah, I was just gonna say, so just like how you and Arthur said it best, I remember you from my childhood, but as an adult, you passed away. Say la vie, and you must not have been a really nice person if your own daughter
Mm.
wants to do parts of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want none of the money. I don't want none of the inheritance. I don't want nothing. Y'all keep what y'all do, and y'all do what y'all do. That says a lot about your character when when your kid has nothing good to say about you. You know. But that was it. What was you about to say, Nate?
I ain't gonna try to make it too long, but as a current wrestling fan, Jay, I shared the video with you. I was watching Monday Night Raw, and I watched the video that they played for him, and I was like, damn, because I felt some kind of way because I'm like, in my childhood, he was my hero. And like I told y'all before, we did a Guess Who for the first through the pre-K through third graders, and I did Hulk Hogan because everybody knows I'm a big wrestling fan. So I did the whole pose and everything, at being like a fifth grader. But like, I looked at it like this is what we should be doing is celebrating your legacy. Now it was a great video they put together, but it's like it's tainted in some way because of everything that happened. Because when he first said what he said, I could understand the part that he was saying about wanting your daughter to be with somebody that's going to be able to provide. Because as men and as fathers, yes, we can take care of our daughters, but eventually we do have to pass them on to someone else that's supposed to. at least take care of some of that stuff. Like if they get married, we can't always jump in all the time. They should have a husband or somebody that should be able to
Exactly. Taking care of
provide
them.
for the family. The
Yeah.
problem was if he'd have just left it at that, like I just want my daughter to be with somebody that can provide, he would have been fine. But with him saying the N word and then he's saying, I guess we all, and then double down on it when they asked him about it, that made it worse. Like, oh, I guess we're all a little bit racist, even though he's technically not fully wrong because when when all of us talk around people, not just talking about black people, anybody talks around their own people. A lot of people talk about other races and say certain stuff that you would never want nobody to know that you said. I'm not
Yeah.
saying, and I'm not saying about anybody. But I'm just saying you say a lot of stuff, and with Hulk Hogan as well, we're just like, oh fuck Hulk Hogan, but I see a lot of rage about that, and oh we don't give a fuck. But I also don't see a lot of people who was banning Gucci at one moment, but now you're still wearing Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that they were doing racist, they don't want us to
Oh,
wear certain people's clothing. Now some people are not us, but some people out there still wearing their clothing, still promoting stuff that they're like, oh, no. Or even our own people. Yeah, R. Kelly messed with underage girls, but I love his music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go that far, but I'm just saying, like, and this is just unfortunate because when I watched that tribute they gave to him, which a great video again, we should have just been celebrating his legacy. For me, it felt just heartbreaking because not heartbreaking, but like I thought about all the other people in the video that they showed that's no longer here: Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, Mean Gene Okerlund. Just looking at all the other people they had in it that's no longer here with us either. And I'm just looking at part of my childhood is gone because Ric Flair just said
but,
recently he feel like
but
he
you
feel
know
like
what?
he
You
gonna
know
be the
what's
next
funny?
one.
Not to cut you off, but those three names you named all wanted to beat his ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every last one of them.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
last
and
one of those,
ultimate
all those three niggas you named, all didn't like him. All wanted to beat his ass.
and check this out.
Andre wasn't nothing to play with. Andre wasn't nothing to
And
play with.
Andre
Ultimate
hated him.
Warrior was racist.
Macho Man really wanted to fuck his ass
Macho
up
Man wanted to
Oh,
put the
Macho
balls.
wanted to get at that dude
Yeah.
because he was
in
trying to
real
get at
life. And
Elizabeth.
this
Yeah,
is real.
in real
I
life.
mean, in real life, not just
Yes,
wrestling life, real life.
because
These niggas wanted
he
to
was
fuck
trying to
him up.
mess with when Macho was married to Elizabeth. Hogan was trying to get at her.
Yeah, Macho Man was a real savage. Like they said,
Yeah, he was.
he was really protective of Elizabeth. Maybe a little bit too protective, but he was really overprotective of her.
But then I don't have anything for Ultimate Warrior either because he was racist too.
Was he?
He was.
Come on, now you fucking it up for me. I love those. Oh my god.
Yo,
God
He said a lot.
damn.
He said a lot
Yo,
of wild things.
I loved Ultimate Warrior more than Hulk Hogan. And when he beat Hulk Hogan, I was happy as fuck. Now you tell me, oh my god. Oh man,
But see,
god damn it.
he wasn't he just wasn't towards blacks. Ultimate Warrior was just saying wild stuff. Period. Unfortunately, Hulk Hogan.
it was the
Like
cocaine
you
and
said, unfortunately,
steroids.
whatever how you feel, he's going to fall under. He's going to be remembered more for what happened after his legacy, after his career in the ring. So he's basically going to fall under Chris Benoit more for what you did outside the ring than what you did in the ring. Chris. For those who might be watching who unalived his family, his wife and his child, he's going to fall into that category as opposed to what he did in the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah,
But that's what usually happens. That's why like, certain people when they like Kobe. When Kobe passed away, he passed away at like he was still considered a legend. You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing crazy. But these niggas lived long enough to say bullshit.
But it was a lot of people on his head. You heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, but didn't he rape that girl in Colorado?" There was still some people out there saying that.
You know what's funny? Even though after that, I didn't really believe that like that.
I never believed that either.
That's just
But
me.
you
That's
know
just
what?
me.
Me either.
Now
Me either.
they said the girl one of her friends said like she kind of had made that plot whatever. So it was supposed to be untrue. It was not true at all at the end of the day.
No, it
True.
was, but it wasn't
Because
true.
I don't see, I mean, just by seeing Kobe and his mannerisms and anything, I don't see him rape. I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't see him raping nobody,
SA.
having to rape anybody.
I don't
No.
either. I
You
didn't see
know
it
what
when
I'm
he
saying?
Right.
was.
So I
I
didn't
never
really
saw nothing
believe
do
it.
that.
I didn't really believe it when it happened. To be honest with you.
But you know
Well, it
what
was
they
proven
say
that
about
it
the
no,
hero.
it was proven that it was untrue because she she was out there and they found like three different traces
Exactly.
in her drawers.
They found
So
other niggas come in her drawers.
Exactly.
So
I was trying to
not
be
only did
clean,
he
but
have
yeah,
sex with her, she was a nasty bitch.
yeah, because they was all raw on it.
All
Yeah,
raw, yeah.
but
But
you know
I'm
what they
mad
Yeah.
say
that he
about
hit a
your
raw.
heroes, though,
I'm
man.
mad that he hit a raw though.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah,
he a wild boy for that.
he lost out on endorsement and stuff like that
But you know what they
because of
say,
that.
man. Either
I mean, he eventually got him back, but it took a
if
minute.
Yeah.
you, you know, it's how they say about your heroes, yo. If you live long enough, you die a villain. You know what I'm saying? That's what pretty much happened to Hogan. You know what I'm saying? He lived
Yeah.
long enough, he got exposed, he
Hmm.
passed away as a villain, or you die early, unfortunately, like Kobe, and you get remembered as a legend. Because even though I don't think Kobe would have went on to say anything outlandish or disrespectful or wild and stuff, because this is wild right here. This is wild right
You talking to me?
It don't take but 5 seconds to do it too. It's like, damn. Glance up and there it is. Fuck, it's on you.
Yeah, what it
here.
do? What it do?
What it did, what it done. Damn, it done did.
But Jay, another thing with that is a lot of people like, how could he be like that when he did so much stuff like, with Mr. T, Muhammad Ali, even Booker T said, it was because of him and his brother got a push in WCW. Like they were trying to find the next big tag team. He was like, hey, you got two guys right here. And that propelled them to start being pushed in WCW as the top tag team. But I like it's a whole difference. Yeah, we can make money together and be from different cultures. But when you start talking about mixing in and mixing
But I
our
don't want you in
families
my
together
family.
and
Yeah.
mixing in, that's a whole different story now. Now I gotta pause you. Now I gotta pump the brakes. Some people are
You
like
know
that.
what it
Me,
was? It's like I always make the comparison with in for this generation, because a lot of people get sensitive and they don't know how to agree to disagree. And I think that's one of the great things about us in the man cave. There have been many a times where we can agree to disagree on a lot of various subjects and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But there's two particular people who I always bring up from our childhood, and we all know these people: Archie Bunker and George Jefferson.
Yeah.
Now, there used to be many television programs where they stood on two different sides of the fence. Because I remember George Jefferson's son was dating Archie Bunker's daughter, and they used to beef about it a lot. They used to go back and forth. But at the end of the day, they would always sit in Archie Bunker's crib. You know what I'm saying? They'd be in the crib chilling. Archie Bunker be in one rocking chair, George Jefferson be in another one, and they sharing a beer. It was, we can agree to disagree and we still gonna respect one another. I think
But you
that art is lost, and
But
but
you know
you
what the
know what?
difference is though. But hold on. But
Because
go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was just saying because times have changed. Time has changed. We're in this time and day, motherfuckers is soft as fucking Charmin. Okay,
yeah.
so nobody could handle the shit back in the day. You can't even say the word retard no more without it being offensive. Like everything's offensive. Like back in those times, we could make jokes and be cool with each other and do everything. Now, when things are being said, it's taken to that extreme, bro.
Because
Like
people are too
you
sensitive
know what
and
I'm
they take
saying? Like
things too much. Yeah, they're too
there's no
sensitive,
coming
bro.
back from it. Like if somebody want to
Nobody knows
cancel
how. Nobody
you,
knows it. Yeah.
if the world wants to cancel you, they want to cancel you. Another thing, back in the day, there was no such thing as internet, and everybody didn't have a say. Now everybody and their mama have a
Well,
say.
you know what? Now you know what, Troy. I think
See
it's
what I'm
different.
saying?
I think
Everybody has
everybody.
it's like that. Everybody has input now,
I think it's
Well,
and that
different.
changes it.
I'm gonna
And that
say
changes.
the only thing
Wait,
I would say to that is the difference is Carol O'Connor as a man, not the actor, was not a racist.
Right. Right. He played a part. He played a part.
They
I
play a
would say
part,
that.
but
That's the only
in
well,
difference.
I'm just
society,
saying. I'm just saying
Uh,
that's why I didn't call him. That's why I said Archie Bunker. I was speaking of the character Archie
Yeah,
Bunker.
no, we know that, but I'm saying, but
Yeah,
as today, that show wouldn't last at all today.
Oh,
you
today?
know,
No, no,
No, they
no.
couldn't.
now
Yeah, there
Troy,
would no way anybody would allow it
Troy,
on, and
back to
that's
what you were
crazy.
saying though about an opinion. I think everybody back in the day had an opinion, but you had immediate repercussions if you said something that was
But
wrong.
yeah, people had an
You
opinion
know,
that was you didn't see it.
yeah, you didn't
You
see
see
it,
what I'm
and
saying? People
if
had
you
an
said it,
opinion in the backgrounds. So if somebody felt like, oh, you saying retarded, nobody knew you. Nobody knew it was offensive to you. You know what I'm saying? Now you have the internet. Everybody has an account on Facebook, IG, whatever, and people say what they want to say. People go crazy. Everybody. Now you have millions and millions of people with a voice.
Yeah, you
Back
look at
then,
the
you
girl
didn't
that
have millions of people with a voice. You had 100 people with a voice
you look at
that
that
you just
girl,
saw on TV.
like what Troy just saying. You look at that girl. My bad, Troy. I ain't mean to cut in. She was saying she felt offended as a black woman for as she been looking at Martin and the way Martin would joke on Pam. I don't know if y'all seen that, but
See?
yeah,
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
forgot
Yup,
her name. I
exactly.
forgot her name, but
I
she's saying
remember.
like she felt offended as a dark skinned woman, about the way Martin would say stuff about Pam. You know, of course, a lot of people were divided. They were going back and like, they both were giving it to each other. Others are like, yeah, it definitely was some undermining, to try to, because in the '90s we all
But
grew up during that time. We all grew up,
but you know what? But you know what the funny thing is? He never said nothing about her being dark.
about her
It was just
complexion,
jokes.
it
people
was
try to say it though because about the BDBs and all. They like there was some undertone to it because light
Come
skin was
on, man. That means
supposed to be
any
in like
black chick.
yeah
This is
exactly.
what
But they
I'm
try to say
saying.
light
This is what
skinned
I'm
girls
saying
had
about
BDBs.
everybody having. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody having a voice. People just gonna say what they're gonna say. Whoever's in their feelings are gonna say whatever's in their feelings.
And that's what they're
You know what
going
I'm
off
saying?
of, and that's what's triggering everybody because they got their feelings in the way of everything, in the way of common thinking, and I don't like that. Now you're hurt. Now all of a sudden feelings are hurt, and you're
Yeah,
angry, and
because you're hurt.
why,
You're
why,
hurt because
yeah.
you got BDBs. Now you hurt. Now you got a
You only
voice
mad because they
because you
right.
got
You ain't
BDBs.
mad about
And
anything else.
let's
You
keep
mad
it
because they
real.
right.
Martin made fun of Gina just as much on that show. He was
They
still
both
cracking
went
jokes
back
with
and forth.
exactly. And Pam sometimes used to instigate the fight, instigate the roasting
Yeah.
session with Martin. So it
Yep.
wasn't
Yeah,
like Pam was
so should I be offended if so she was calling him he had short jokes. So what? I'm gonna be mad because I'm a midget? I feel offended because I'm a midget and she was calling me short. She was calling Martin short. Like get the fuck out of here. Really,
Again,
get the
but
fuck out
somebody,
of
this
here.
is a see again, and they just took the words of a woman who has a platform and allowed it to get out there. Troy, you just explained it. No way does anybody even care who Ari Lennox is and why she feels bad about a whole. Check it, check it. It's not even real. It's a comedy skit show. It's a skit show. And you're mad because he had to say it, bruh. Like you said, it was all jokes. It was
It's
all
jokes because when she was a
jokes,
kid, she had BDBs.
and you're getting offended by it. It's like it's the most ridiculous thing. The first thing somebody should have wrote back to her is, "Who cares what you think?"
Yo, yeah, hold on, Nate. Why you rocking back and forth? You got a body over there, bro?
no man, no.
Okay. I'm just because you rubbing your legs and you rocking back and forth, and I'm just wondering what's going on. Should we be on the show or we need to log off?
Nah, no, I will. No, I will say when I'm sitting in one spot for too long, I get fidgety. That's about it.
Okay. All right. I see the fidgety. I see the picture. You remember that shape? Y'all had that tape with Jay-Z back in the day. He was like, when he said, "Oh, why your nigga pictures in the back?" You know what I'm saying?
he
Starting to
moving
get
too much,
nervous.
man. I don't like that. Making me nervous.
I just
Yo,
want to know what's going on because I don't want to be logged on if there's some crazy activities going on. I'm gonna just log the fuck off. And if the
yo,
cops ask me everything, I don't fucking know. Nigga.
let me ask y'all this. Now, I know y'all heard Gilly and Cam, Gilly and Cam Newton going back and forth on who
Gilly,
could be the pettiest ring.
I'm gonna say this right now. You know, I'm a fan of $1 Million Game and Gilly and everything, right? But Gilly looks like a fucking idiot. And I think Wallow is gonna take him to the side and be like, bro, you fucking up our brand right now.
Stop it.
Mm. Well, what do you think, Nate?
This goes back to what we were just talking about. Everybody got an account, and everybody want to feel like they want to cook. Because Cam said you ain't nothing but a cheerleader. I don't know what really jumps into this. I mean, everybody feel like they got an opinion, but this really was between Cam and Ryan Clark. Let those two athletes go at it. Those two athletes, they can go back and forth about it. I know Ryan Clark. I think he said he was going to stop talking about it, but there's no real argument between Cam and Gilly. You know, both of them are in two different. Gilly was, I guess in rap. Cam does football. You know, at the end of the day, that's two different sports. We're talking about football. It started from what Cam said when he put his top 10 quarterbacks, and Ryan Clark didn't agree with it, and then him and Ryan Clark started going back and forth. Then Ryan Clark talking about him not showing up during the Super Bowl, and then Cam shot back about Ryan Clark being second defensive this, second undrafted this, and talking about we are not the same, because Cam was drafted first round, yada yada yada. So I don't. This is kind of like one of them things where what are you jumping into it for if you got nothing to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Let them two go at it.
Now, did y'all see the picture where Gilly was sitting next to the NFL trophy? Talking about I'm not gonna argue with Cam no more. He ain't never had one of these.
But this is what I'm
Neither is Gilly.
saying. Gilly looks fucking
Like,
stupid.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur,
Gilly looks like a fucking clown, bro. Everything that Gilly did going towards Cam looks stupid. And Cam made him look like a fucking idiot. Yo, when Cam said, yo, you can't beat me in nothing, not even rock, paper, scissors, I fell out.
That was funny. That
yeah,
was
that was
funny.
funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, all right. What do you
Bro,
think about what Gilly out here doing, man?
I think you need to stay in his lane. You like you say, you a rap artist. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know who Gilly the Kid was till this podcast. So when he was talking about
nigga,
his albums,
did you
I
buy
was like, "What?"
Philadelphia?
No, it's like when he was talking. Now, okay. So we just sticking with Cam and Gilly, but yeah, Gilly need to stay in his lane.
I
You know,
mean,
Yeah,
you a music
because
artist coming at an
now,
athlete.
now, you know what the funny thing is? Now Gilly is losing podcast shit. Is Gilly space, right? And now he's allowing Cam to be better than him in his own space.
Yep.
And this is why I'm saying that Wallow needs to take him to the side and be like,
Knock it
relax,
off,
nigga.
G.
Because
But
even
Billy,
Newton, even Cam, yo, this is how Cam did. I'm gonna show you how Cam did his homework. Even Cam said, yo, $1 million worth of game wouldn't be shit without Wallow.
right? But check this though. Gilly been clowning himself because I don't know if you remember a few years ago, Gilly was like, "Yo, I'd walk on the block and cats would run away," and the Wallow was like, "Where?"
But
Like,
this is what I'm
that was
saying.
that was just a
This is
joke,
why I'm
man. It
saying
was just a joke.
Cam did his homework. Cam was like, yo, you wouldn't be shit without Wallow. You wouldn't even be in the space without Wallow, bro.
I mean, I think in that situation,
Wallow is what, and I'm not gonna lie, when he said that, I said to myself, damn, Wallow is the person that keeps the show going.
I think
yeah,
it's both
because
of them though. Honestly,
Uh,
they both play a role.
they
well,
both
you
play
need
a
to.
role,
You always
but
need a sidekick.
Gilly
You always
plays
need a
that role.
sidekick.
Gilly gets a little out of control, but Wallow is that nigga that he has the knowledge and he spits that game to keep you interested. You know what I'm saying?
But you always
Like
so you
he
do
knows
need a
he knows
sidekick.
when to
So
joke. He got Wallow knows when to joke and he knows when not to joke.
but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So to Jay's point, you need both of them
Yeah, like
because
it,
You
you need a
do,
main dude and then you
you
need the
do,
sidekick.
but to me, Wallow is the main character.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't
yeah, no,
disagree.
I'm not saying that Wallow doesn't. You know, when it comes to $1 million worth of game, Wallow through his life experiences, he got the experience from the game. You know, and he shares it. So I do believe that a lot of the some of the motion or most of the motion comes from Wallow, but I think it needs both of them for it to work. Sort of like us. We all need this collective, all of us, to make this work. Without all of us, this don't work. No matter what position somebody might play, you know, within the team, it takes all of us collectively. You know,
Mm.
but yo, this one right here, especially for you, Troy. I was waiting. I wanted you and Leo, especially, to be on this, but this is especially for you. The next topic, yo.
What the fuck is this nigga?
I don't know. We don't know. Raekwon's famous "Only Built for Cuban Links," aka the Purple Tape, is now 30 years old, Joe. What is your favorite track on that album, man? Like we know that you're probably one of the biggest. You and Leo and myself, you know, I'm a Wu fan, and I know Arthur and I know Nate and Unc. We all listen to it, but I'm gonna have to give it to like out of the crew, you and Leo are probably the two biggest Wu fans. Um, yeah, what are your thoughts about what I'm saying, the Purple Tape being 30 years old, man? What's your favorite track, yo?
First of all, I got a purple tape shirt. About to buy another one, and
I know, you know.
I don't know. I think my favorite off the bat that I could think of is incarcerated Scarfaces.
Now, yo, what up, yo? Times is running out. It's for real though.
For real though, let's collect
Ditto.
politics ditto. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, places getting lifted in the staircases. Word up, yo, peace, incarcerated scar faces.
Exactly. And then my shit, I like Wu Gambino's. I
Which
mean
one was that?
that whole
Was that
album is
one?
fire,
Who
bro.
comes to get you once they want guns? We be the first to set off shit, last to run.
That's a,
Whoever is one.
y'all, see,
I
you know
call my
your
brother
shit.
son because we rhyme like one. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
cool
And
fan.
and that
I
was
ain't gonna.
the that on the album. I remember Ghostface telling he was going at Biggie on the album. He was like, "Yo, niggas." It's like
Biting off the knife.
niggas want to like Nas. You know what I'm
Biting off the
saying?
knife,
Shark
son.
bite, shark biters.
Yeah,
I'm not going front. One of the illest skits that I love, you know what I'm saying? When son was talking about with the clocks, boom, boom, check it right. So first you get the cream
yeah,
Oh
right,
yeah.
yeah.
then you got them joints blue, son.
Like,
Oh,
You know what
woo!
I'm saying?
you're not even gonna see me out here, son.
and that
Yeah.
and that led into Glacier's Ice. That was a song
Yeah.
that came on after
Oh,
that.
see what I'm saying?
Ooh, son. Nate, what was your one of your favorite tracks off that album, yo?
I had a lot, but I'm gonna go with one that didn't come out as a single, which I wish it did, and that's Verbal Intercourse with Nas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, all them shits. A lot of the albums didn't come out.
Yo, now
Yeah,
let me
yeah,
ask y'all.
heaven.
My fault. Go ahead, Nate.
No, I was saying I was just saying naming the song like Heaven and Hell. You had Rainy Days. You had a lot of songs.
Rainy Days was probably my one of my favorite Raekwon songs, hands down.
Yeah, Rainy Days was it. It was like, oh,
Can it
Rainy
be
Days was
those
it.
rainy days? Yo, Shorty was singing. Yo, she was harmonizing on that song.
But
Yo,
that shit had the ill. That shit had the ill. I would say, and not intro, but things too. She was like, oh, what she said? She's
the
like,
ad libs and everything. Yo.
yeah, but no,
I
I'm
came to
saying
see him, but he's
before
not
the song
here.
started.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Yeah, yeah,
intro and stuff.
exactly. He's not here. Yep.
He's not here. Yeah.
Now,
Yo,
let me
I'm saying, yo, I had the ill shit. Yo, we don't have that no more, bro.
let me ask y'all this question, and I mean, I think I kind of know the answer. Did y'all know when you first listened to that album that it was a classic, yo? Like,
Yeah, off the bat, yeah. As a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, matter of fact, I bought the album. I was one of the dudes in school that always had the fresh albums. Like I always got them. I was the first nigga with Illmatic or the Raekwon shits, and I lent that Raekwon shit to my man Anthony Melvin. I didn't get that shit back for 2 weeks, bro.
yo, you know it's real. He said his whole government, yo, Anthony
Right,
Melvin, he
exactly.
got beef. Yo, Anthony, listen, I'm a
Nah,
hold
cause
up.
I think when he see this video, he gonna know. So he knows that
Yo,
I know how long he had my shit. It was
see,
2 weeks.
hold on. I got you, Troy. I'm gonna speak directly into the mic right now. Pause. You know what I mean? Yo, you said Anthony Miller, right?
He said Melvin.
Anthony
Melvin.
Melvin.
Anthony Melvin. Yo, if you when you hear this and you see this, right? Yo, you owe my man a new purple tape, son, just because you held it for 2 weeks back in the day, son. It's been 30 years, but we
Two
need a new
weeks.
tape, bro. It's 2 weeks, is too
I'm,
long.
I'm
We got
saying though,
purple tape.
that's how fire that shit was. Like the nigga held on to the shit. Like I was like, yo, bro, where my tape at?
He tried to keep the tape, son. No,
Yo.
Oh, bro, I didn't write the rest of the lyrics down. I'll give it back.
I'm not going front. I kind of felt like it was an instant classic just because the tape was purple, and we ain't
Yo,
never
back
seen
in the
tape
day, you
like
know how
before.
much, yo, in the 90s, you know how fire shit was, bro?
Yo,
Yo, you remember when
that
Grave
alone.
Diggers came out? Remember when Grave Diggers came out with that one song? That shit was fire, bro. That it was so grimy. It was like different.
Yeah, it was different. It had, instead of different tone, it was a
You
different
remember
melody.
You remember that one song they had though?
Yo, that whole era of rap, that whole pocket of rap, that
You know
Yeah,
where to
Grave.
run to, baby. You know where
Who
to
else
hide.
was it? It was another group. It was Grave Diggers and somebody else that had that kind of like
Grave Diggers, nigga Smith and Wesson, nigga, it was
yeah.
popping back
Yeah.
in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, the Rude Awakening album. I used to like that. That was one of my favorite albums.
What? And
Son, I used to
them niggas had that Jamaican reggae tone. Not
yo,
reggaeton,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
They had that
you talking
reggae
about
right
shit.
here.
the Soundboy Boy song?
Yeah.
Down
No,
Yeah.
boy.
so-
You got
no
no
need
need
to
to
worry
worry.
as long as I
Long
Yeah.
as
got
I
my
got the
nine.
nine by my side for you.
They was in the video like this.
You don't have to worry, and I shot my Glock every night to make sure I'm satisfied. And the joy
Word.
I bring, and come on, son. I that was a joint back in the day, yo. But
Oh yeah.
remember I used to love Helter Skelter, son. R.I.P. to Sean P, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know what the shit was with Helter Skelter,
Let
right?
flow,
Remember that
let
shit?
fly, let
LaFleur,
touch the
Escorts guy.
sky.
Scott.
Yeah.
Give it that five, yo. Come on, man. Speaking of,
Swahili.
we're
And you
gonna
remember
keep
the
it on
beat? Doom doom doom. Yo, that shit was fire, bro.
the Coco Brothers and stuff like that, man. Like, listen, man,
Yeah.
that was
I
just
was
whack,
mad when they had to change their name to Coco Brothers. I was like,
yo.
nigga,
But
what
then
CD am I buying right now?
they ended up switching it back though. They worked out something with the
Yeah,
gun
it
company,
switched it
Smith and
back.
Wesson.
Yeah.
So
And you know
now,
Ray dropped a new album too. Emperor's New
Cool.
Clothes. Emperor's New
Ray
Clothes,
Quan,
Ray.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Ray
Yeah.
Quan got a new album.
I listened to that last week.
What are your thoughts on it, man?
It was dope.
And
Yeah,
Ghost
now
And
I
you
like
know
Ghost
it.
what?
dropping
And
Supreme by himself too.
I know none of y'all are gonna realize, but you know why all these old school nigga rapper
Yeah, your
Hey
internet.
all
man, you gotta
school
calm down a little bit. You just
Hold
getting a
up.
little excited.
rappers
Your
dropping
shit
right
just
now?
breaking off. Can't nobody tell what you
Yo, your
saying, bro.
internet is
You know
getting
why,
there
right?
because you hype. Yo, man, what you
Who,
eating?
me?
You sharpening your
Right now,
knife,
right?
son? Now you breaking up, Troy.
You breaking up.
Damn, really? What the fuck?
Yeah, you was
Really?
going in and
Yeah,
out, yo.
yeah, you was.
Could y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we can.
I'm saying, but why? You know why all these old school rappers niggas dropping now, right?
Yeah, because this
because
new
we
hip
tired
hop
of
is some
hearing.
garbage.
Yeah, because
Cause what?
It's
the game is
garbage
whack
now.
now, man.
No.
Why? Put us
Guess
on.
again.
Why?
Because my nigga. Yeah. Who's my nigga?
Of course, NAS are the letters that spell Nas, Nas,
Exactly.
Nas,
You
Nas,
remember when
Nas.
Nas said, yo, I'm putting a challenge to all you old school niggas to put rap out, right? And what happened?
Yeah, they started rapping.
And and guess who's on everybody's album that's dropping right now?
Of course, NAS are the letters that spell Nas,
Exactly, my
Nas, Nas,
nigga.
Nas.
My number
But why
one
would?
nigga, my number one
But,
rapper, fuck Jay-Z
but,
and all whatever the fuck y'all think.
but
Nas is that
why would he
nigga.
challenge? But why would he challenge the
Huh?
old school rappers to put stuff out? Because his new stuff is some garbage. That's
Exactly.
why he
And that's
challenged
what
him.
Nas was like, yo, if I could do it, y'all could do it.
There's only
And
one
that's what
old
they
school
follow
rapper.
and they follow suit, my nigga.
There's
They
only
follow
one
suit.
old school rapper that don't need to be dropping nothing, and that's Benzino.
Well,
Are you on
I
there?
guess he thought he could fall in line, but
No, Nas was not talking to him.
he wasn't, but he felt capable.
No, no, no. You are a grandfather. Be a
He ain't
granddad
even
right
a
now.
grandfather. That dude is a crack.
But
That
we
is
know
a
some niggas
crackhead.
can't. But we know some niggas like him. Couldn't make an album. We know that. But I'm saying Nas was speaking to the niggas that he knew got skills,
Yo.
and they came through, bro.
And speaking of skills, I just
Yo,
want to
did
say
you hear the
honestly,
Supreme Clientele 2 snippet?
yo, Troy,
Yes.
you jumping the gun
Did y'all
because
hear Supreme
look, look,
Clientele
look.
snippet?
When he had on the fila suit and he was spitting a
Nigga,
little.
I'm no. Did y'all hear the new Supreme Clientele snippet?
Nah, I seen the video of because he had a little video of it. He was wearing like the a velour
Nigga,
suit, like
that.
a
But
velour
did you
suit.
hear how he put the old beat with the
Yeah,
new beat
he
together?
was
That shit
he
is
was
fucking
crushing.
fire.
He was crushing. So I ask y'all this, yo. Ghostface Killer's dropping Supreme Clientele 2 later on this month, yo.
Ooh,
How excited? How excited are y'all for this album, yo? You know what I mean? You stupid, Troy.
You all right? You good?
Yo,
Oh
I'm not
boy.
even gonna front. I'm
I
not even
used
gonna
to
front,
take
yo.
you across the lap, and then I hit you with a strap because it was on.
I gotta give
Y'all don't know
you
about
some
that.
credit
Y'all
right
don't know
now.
about Fish Scale. Y'all don't know Fish Scale,
We wouldn't
nigga.
know because
Y'all
we
niggas
couldn't
don't know
tell
about Fish
what you
Scale album.
singing, nigga. You
Yo.
Nigga, you looking old school.
It's funny because they got a commercial using they got a commercial using the Champ as a song. Do you ever see that commercial from the Fish Guy album, The Champ?
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's a song from the Fish Guy album called The Champ. They got that song on the commercial that be on TV.
Okay.
I told Jay earlier before we started the show. I've always felt like Ghost out of everybody who make consistent albums, like solid albums, Ghost was the most consistent out of the entire Wu Tang group. The
Always,
most
always,
consistent.
bro. I got Ghost in my top 5, bro.
I can go with that.
I can't
You know
argue
what I
with
mean?
that.
I got Nas. My top 5 is Nas, Jay. I don't forgot Biggie and none of them in my top 5. It's Nas, Jay, fucking Ghostface, fucking Jada, and Fab. That's my top 5.
Mm,
That's a solid five right there.
yeah, that's a tough five.
That's my 5. And I know Fab didn't have much albums, but the shit that he was spitting on like fucking like mixtapes and shit, I gotta go with him.
The
Yeah,
only
man.
see if I take anybody off your list just to replace one, and it's not really a difference because in my opinion, I think they're the same artist. Just they say they just say it in a different way. I will remove Fabulous because even though I do love Fabulous, and I will put Lloyd Banks, yo.
See, and you know who else is in my top 10 that niggas don't fuck with? I put Method Man is in my top 10.
Yo, I was just telling Nate, it was crazy. I was like, yo, Method Man albums was the greatest, but his singles and his features on other people's songs is
Yeah.
fire, yo. Like he be bodying features, yo.
Even to this day, but even to this day, he bodying niggas.
I love it. Remember that I think it was the documentary when they was all walking into the theater and Method Man was just
Yeah,
sitting in the theater just
the mic,
rapping, flowing.
the Mics of Men
Yeah, yeah,
documentary.
yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
he was killing that whole flow. I was like, yo, he bodying this right now.
I think that's what I told Jay. I think his flow was better on the Meth Lab albums he made than the last two Meth albums, like the Prequel and 421. I think I think on the Meth Lab albums he did way his lyrics was way better than those
Yo,
two
Yeah.
albums.
yo, Troy, this the video I was talking about with Ghostface.
Oh yeah, yeah. I posted this.
This time with no gunfight, straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving in crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't show his wrist back on. It's in the Coliseum. The monster's out, straight down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the Chinaware, speaking through Tesla phones. Tucked behind the ear, Snow White Royce, guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding, rock wallers, mad nines in there.
All right, so I don't want them.
And
I
you
don't
know
want
what's
them
crazy?
censoring us,
You know what's
yo.
crazy? I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but it sounds dope. Cause he just make
Son,
his own shit up.
all I know, he said he sliced his wrist. He couldn't put it back in the mausoleum. So now you know what I'm
He
saying.
said
He
my
talking
nigga with a
about
lobster mouth. I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but that shit rhymed and it sounded fire.
That's always been Ghost flow, man.
Yo, bro, that's all I know. Yo, since I was young, I remember going to the barbershop when I was a kid, right? And these niggas first came out, right? Barbershop niggas was talking. It was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck these niggas talk about, but it sound dope. And yo, to this day, bro, when I listen to Ray and Ghost rap, I have no clue
yo,
what the fuck they're talking about, but that shit sound fire.
when Lou Diamonds be flowing, I don't know what the hell he's saying, son. But
This
it be
nigga said, what did he say? He said
in my
David
mind,
Dinkins
son.
jump rope with a something. What the fuck, nigga? It sound dope. David
It
Dinkins
sounds
jumping
dope
rope? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
and it's funny
Why
because
is David Dinkins
you
jumping
put the
rope?
visuals to it. You put the visuals to it, and you be like, nah,
Nigga,
it
there's
sounds
no
dope. I don't
visuals to
even
David
care.
Dinkins jumping rope. There's no visuals to that. It just sounds fire, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You think about it, be like, yeah, that's just fire, bro. Son is nice, son. But yo, I think that's the perfect way for us to end this show, man. We've been out here for an hour and a half. It's already 1:30. Again, yo, Arthur. Matter of fact, D Rigger, Triple OG, man. Let the people know about what time, when, and where we can find your show, yo.
Again, Mondays, 9:30, give or take. You know, we got work to do. Got to come back in here, but moments with you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what the fuck y'all be talking about on that show?
This, yo, bro, if you would show up, you would know where you
I
be
mean,
at.
mention that.
Yo,
I made it for MLB Nate,
yeah,
but
you
what the
pulled
fuck
up for
y'all be
Nate.
talking about on your shit?
Now on
I
Nate,
just want to interrupt and start talking shit. I want to. What
now
y'all be
on
talking
No,
about?
actually,
so
I would applaud for you to come on. I really would look.
And I'm
hold
asking
on.
you what the
Came
fuck
on
you
here
be
and
So
talking
talk some
about.
shit.
and
I
I'm gonna
need some
answer you.
shit, bro. I
Wait,
need you
I'm
to
gonna
come
answer
on
you
there.
if Unc just stopped telling you need to come on. So pretty much on Unc's show, he just give his pause. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Um,
I mean, are y'all just talking about the 1960s and shit? Like, what the fuck?
nah,
You know something, Troy? I'm telling your
nah,
ass
you
is
know,
not invited to my show.
you know what,
Fuck
Troy?
that. You
Just
don't
log
bring
on,
your
son.
ass over
Log
there.
on.
Are y'all
No,
talking about
why
crack in
this
the
nigga
80s?
said the
Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
1960s. I can't. I'm not even understanding your funky ass. What is this?
I mean, what y'all be
What
talking about? The
is
origin of
this?
crack?
Yo,
The origin.
yo, that's crazy. We gonna leave that alone. Yo, Arthur. Yo, let the people know about your show.
Yo, Tuesday nights, 9:30. Tune in.
See, at least I know Arthur talking about some workout shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga got the strength of Thor in his beard and shit.
Yo, he said you got the reverse Samson, son. He said
That's
you
what I'm
got
gonna say. That
This,
Samson.
Oh
this
shit!
nigga, yo, this nigga can lift
Art,
Thor hammer with one pinky, bro.
Speaking,
Yeah.
speaking of that, I heard great reviews about Superman and Fantastic Four.
They be like, Arthur, it's your turn. The nigga lift the whole fucking hammer with his pinky.
Yeah. Yo. What'd you say, Nate? You say
I said I heard great reviews about Superman and Fantastic Four.
Who?
Superman and
Superman and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I heard Fantastic Four was good. I don't know about. I haven't heard anything about Superman though.
I watched both. They were both cool.
all right. Are they worth going to see in the movie theaters?
We're going to see, but it ain't shit on fucking Arthur lifting a fucking hammer with his fucking pinky, bro.
Yo,
That
Nate,
nigga's
man.
beard. Yo, have y'all niggas seen Arthur's beard? That shit is white as fuck. That shit is like perfect white.
It's only
And
white on
it's
the
like,
bottom.
and he shaved that shit perfect. You see that shit? That nigga could lift 1,000 pounds right now, bro. Because his beard is that fucking nice.
Yo, Nate, man. Let the people know about your show, yo.
Yo, that nigga Art got the perfect white fucking suit. This nigga is fucking a superhero right now. Yo, Art could take mad bullets in his beard.
Yo, Troy, stop, son, stop. Son.
Yo,
Yo,
yo, he's coming.
yo, Nate, man.
it's the thing.
Yo,
When
It's the
did your
thing we
beard get
waiting
that
for,
white,
man. That's what
bro?
we was waiting for.
Yo,
This dude is over here just pot shot nigga. All right, man. Hey, we can't
yo,
wait to.
I didn't even
When you
know.
gonna do a show,
I
Troy?
don't
You
know
need a
why I'm
show,
looking extra
Troy.
hard right now, but yo, when did your beard get that white, my nigga?
It's always been white.
Nigga, you look like
That's
a whole fucking black superhero right now, bro.
Yo, I don't even have no comeback, man.
yo,
Go to
Are
sleep.
picking
Go
up
take.
whole niggas with one hand.
Nigga, go take a nap, nigga.
you don't take a nap. Yo, Nate, man. Let the world know what we got going on Thursdays, yo.
Oh shit, nigga, yo, I
Thursday to
gotta come
Friday.
up with a superhero name for you, bro. Cause with that whole beard and you got the black right in the middle, you got like the black right down the middle and the whole white shit. Yo, nigga, yo, I swear to God, you the whole superhero right now. I don't know what to call you, but I swear to God, by next episode, I'll have it. Trust me. Yo,
Yo, what would you
yo,
say,
nigga,
Nate?
you the Black Thor right now.
Yo, Troy, we trying to end the show, man. Nate.
I can see Arthur right. Yo, I only see your head, but I can see a whole black outfit. That shit just fucking all over you, bro. Like on some shit. Like to your arms and shit. Like you just do some shit like this. It's all black.
Don't worry
But
about
yeah,
Art. He gonna have a show one day. We gonna get on there,
every
clown his ass, get him a little hat or something.
Yo,
There
all
you
right,
go.
every
yo, I swear
Thursday.
to God, you
Yo,
gotta do your when you do your show, bro. Just fucking being all black, my nigga, and just fucking do curls and shit.
yo, Jay, what was you gonna say, man?
Yeah, I was saying,
Yeah, I'm a fool. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm a fool, bro.
I know. And plus, when we get tired, we get sleepy, son. We get silly, yo. You just ran on a 10-minute rant, son. Don't worry. Arthur going to kick your door in one. He gonna
Nah,
fuck
but
your door and
I'm
knock off your
sorry, but
hinges.
Arthur got a new fucking beard, and I'm all with it, bro. And he know he got a new beard. Cause I ain't never seen that shit before. That shit's white on both sides, and he got a black streak in the middle, bro. That shit's new. You did that shit on purpose, my nigga.
No.
There's no way. There's no way, bro. You did that shit on purpose. Look at this shit. Come on. I'm seeing shit.
Yo, he
And
used to
I
be.
ain't never seen this nigga shit that white, bro. Look
Yo, he
at that
used to
shit.
play
Tell me he
ball.
didn't do that shit on purpose. Both sides are white as fuck, and he got the black strip right in the middle, bro.
That's
That's
called
some superhero shit
that's called
that
stress.
y'all ain't seen, and he about to go out when we
Hey,
turn the
call
lights
him the
off in
Black
this
Stripe.
motherfucker.
Call him the Black
He about to
Stripe,
go
boy.
avenge niggas.
The Black Stripe.
No, you see it, right? Y'all tell me y'all don't see that shit. Cause I can't even. I have black and white. I can't even achieve that shit. What he achieved, I can't achieve that shit, bro.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this.
That
And
nigga,
I'm just gonna
yo,
say
when we log off, that nigga's about to fight crime, my nigga.
him and Leo, yo.
Dead ass, dead
Yo,
ass. He's fighting crime as soon as
listen,
we log off.
That's
every
why Leo's
Thursday,
not here. Leo's trying to get his shit colored and trimmed up so it
yeah,
can
I'm
match
with
the
you.
art, so he can
Man,
fight
fuck
the art.
Leo right now.
They're gonna be like, who are
Arthur,
we? We are the
where
I,
you
big
live at?
chin. We are
Where
the
you
big
at?
chin guys.
I'm in
listen,
Maryland.
Oh, you about to fight crime in Maryland? See, see.
Beard men assemble.
yo, Nate, for the 100th time, yo, let the people know about your show, yo.
We're gonna talk baseball the Thursdays and Fridays. We're gonna talk about everything that's give you the rundown of what's going on in the baseball world today, trades, injuries, recap of the highlights, and give you a little bit of insight. Also, training videos and things that go on. So tune in 9:30 Eastern Standard Time with MLB with me on Thursdays or Fridays, depending on the day.
Hey, and that's what it is, man. Yeah, we just want to thank everybody who tapped in, tuned in, to the show tonight. If you could do us a favor, please hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, comment, yo, tell a friend to tell a friend. And before we get up out of here, yo, we got to give give our last remarks, yo. Yo, Unc, what you got for the people tonight, yo?
Um, yeah, man. Float
Wow.
on, float on, float on, float
We'll
on.
take that. Yo,
Float on, y'all. Float
he
on,
was like,
float on.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Yo, Arthur, what you got for the people?
All right, you already know what it is. It don't change. Keep God first. Everything else will follow.
You know it. Yo, Nate, what you got for the world, man?
Don't spend a lifetime full of hate.
Hey, yo,
Eh,
Troy, man.
damn, nigga.
Yo, Troy, what you got for the peeps, man?
Nigga, I need to grow a motherfucking beard like this nigga. Cause that is amazing.
Yo, man.
Yo, that's it.
That's it.
All I want for Christmas is a beard. Good God Almighty, boy.
As for me, man, ain't nothing going to change till you change. So get up and do something, man, with your time, yo.
Yo, before we go, don't this nigga look like DJ Quick?
Yeah, you do.
Hey, Arthur, don't do that. I was letting you live, bro. I ain't saying nothing to you the whole time. Don't do that, bro. don't do that. I was letting you live, bro. I wish I knew a DJ Quick song right now. I would definitely say before we got off there. But yo, man, we appreciate everybody. Nate, before I hit the end button, wait like 3 seconds, yo, until it really goes off before you log off, yo. Cause soon as I hit soon as I say we out of here, Nate just be done and still be having 5 seconds left before it. But yo, we appreciate everybody who tapped in, tuned in. Make sure we see some of y'all on Monday. If not, we see y'all Tuesday. If not, we're gonna see you Thursday. But we better see you next Saturday, yo.
Yo,
Peace
you
and
see,
love.
I'm a hair. I'm naked and shit. Look at this shit. See
Yo,
my
Troy,
fucking.
Troy, I was trying to let you live. We was gonna talk about that behind the scenes. Like, why was you out here with no shirt on, just chilling?
I'm just
Like,
saying. I'm letting the surgery. I'm letting y'all see the surgery.
Nobody want to see that shit.
he over there rubbing his chest hair and stuff like that.
Nobody wants that.
Yo, that's gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna let you
Nobody
know right
want to see
now.
the surgery. Y'all don't want to see the surgery scar? God
We
damn.
good. We good. We happy you survived the surgery and you here. You know what I'm
Toy
saying? But we
out
don't want
here
to see that shit.
streaking on motherfucking podcast. That's crazy. Nigga just streaking. Hold on, everybody want to see this.